do you consider cheating?
I said if my boyfriend Joe Burrow.
What? Your boyfriend?
Yeah.
Would you cheat on your boyfriend with Joe Burrow?
Yeah.
So a couple years ago, I cheated on my husband. We were having a party at my house, and I got really drunk and wanted to go lay down. And then later on, his friend was really drunk and told him, like, hey, I'm going to go lay down for a little bit. Like, I'm really drunk. So he ends up going to go lay down too. He lay down in the room that I was in, and we hooked up. And then my husband walked in. And
if the Yankees were going to win a World Series, but you had to give each other a hall pass, would you do it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, why do
Who
you
does she have to? Who does she have
So
to?
you can pick anyone who you want. Who would you pick?
Anyone in the world? My ex-boyfriend.
Oh my god. Holy shit. Who would you pick?
You.
Aw. I'm sorry. Why the ex-boyfriend?
We're gonna fight about this.
Why the ex-boyfriend? He's gone. You can tell me.
He was a good lover.
Oh, okay.
Wow. Do you like giving?
I love giving that, actually. She loves it. Because I feel like I lose weight doing it. Like, I feel like it's like pleasuring, but it's also like I actually like I gain like some type of power.
Why do you want to know?
Wow, like a superpower?
No. Like, I feel like I hold power in the relationship.
You kind of do, because in a
Because
slight
it's like,
moment you can bite it.
Exactly. My mouth doesn't open that wide, so sometimes I hit the teeth in.
How to ride the boat? Ma'am, would you ever give me head?
I would definitely give you head. I would like to see what we're working with.
Bro.
No? What did she say?
She wants to give me head, bro.
She wants to give me. No, me. Oh, what? All right, go with them now. Go with another girl. I'll take another girl. You go with them.
Listen, it's over for those guys. There's no way they're going to recover. They need to just walk away, cut ties, move on to another woman who actually desires them, because it's finished. Here's what I noticed about women getting on camera and the interviews that I've done, and I'm quite sure you guys seen a lot of them. They love to expose their deepest, darkest secrets, right? They like to talk about things that will get them to go viral. It's almost like lights, camera, action. Once the camera's on them, it's like, oh, let me think of the craziest thing. And it's like the world is their oyster at that point. Here's what I also noticed about women who are in relationships with guys. Most men are beta. Women know how to pick and choose which guys are going to be there for long term as far as stability. So if a woman views you as boyfriend long-term material, something about you is telling her subconsciously that you can easily be manipulated, that you don't have options, that you are cute enough, you're handsome enough that you won't be able to replace her. So she feels safe with you. See, when a lot of guys are in relationships, they think that it's the best woman they can get. So what happens is they put up with that garbage that you just saw. They put up women say, hey, I still desire my ex-boyfriend. He was a great lover. He was amazing in bed. And those guys are like, well, I would choose you. You're my woman and everything like that. It's sad. And this is why when a woman wants to be with you long-term and she's trying to pressure you, she's really trying to do it for security. She's not doing it because she really desires you like that. I'm just keeping it real. Haven't you noticed, guys, all the boyfriends that women have, they never talk about the good things about them. They always complain about the guys that treated them bad, that cheated on them, that did them dirty, that did all these different things. But those are the guys who they really wanted to be with, who they really wanted to try to lock down, but they were unable to. See, those men are beta. And it looks like that, oh yeah, the relationships are cool and they're just joking around. No, most women see dudes, their boyfriends or husbands, as beta, as weak, because they can easily be molded, and those guys give off that vibe of, you know what, honey, I got to do everything to make you happy. Happy wife, happy life. It's sad, man, because a lot of guys, and I'm positive some of you who are watching this, as messed up as it's going to sound, your woman doesn't really desire you like that. She still thinks about her ex-boyfriends. Here's the thing. Just like you as a man look at a woman and say, man, I'll smash that. You might be out with your girlfriend or wife. You're like, man, she look good out here. Women do the same thing. They see guys and they're real subtle with it. They'll look out of the corner of their eye. And I'm quite sure you guys have been out and you see a female with her boyfriend or something like that. You guys lock eyes and everything, and she kind of looks you up and down. And trust me, she's thinking about getting it on with you. Women think about hooking up and having sex with other men. I'm telling you, you are not the only pipe that she thinks about hopping up and down on. Matter of fact, she still thinks about the guy that she couldn't totally lock down. That guy that got away, that man, I was trying to keep him around. That was my sneaky link, as some women say. That was my guy that I really wanted, but you know, he didn't want to be with me. He didn't want to commit to me, but you wanted to commit to her. So she's like, well, I'll roll with it then. He's not the best guy. He's not the guy that I really want to be with, but he's good enough. And most guys who are boyfriends and husbands are just good enough for these women. Good enough for security, good enough for long-term provisions, good enough to go on a date or two and everything like that, take a few pictures. But the guy who she really deeply desires, who she yearns for, is her ex-boyfriend, her baby daddy. The dudes that used to lay pipe, that used to really run through them and used to cause them all types of stress and everything. They couldn't sleep at night. Women want those guys. I'm just gonna be honest. Now, I'm not saying that you being a good man or being in a relationship, she sees you as beta, but more often than not, she sees you just as a safe guy. I'm just gonna be honest. She sees you as, oh, I can go out with him, we can hold hands, but I know that he's probably not gonna cheat on me because he loves me more than I love him. And that's the difference. See, when a woman loves you more than you love her, she's going to be at your beck and call. You can text her like 2-3 months, 4 or 5 years down the line and say, hey, it's me. She's gonna, and she's gonna drop whatever she's doing, which means she's gonna tell her boyfriend, hey, I gotta run somewhere. She's gonna hook up with you. You're gonna be in town. She's gonna want to hang out with you and see you because you're that alpha, that guy that she can't really, get again. And so she's like, man, it's like, I gotta drop what I'm doing. I gotta cancel plans with my boyfriend. I gotta call off work just to see him one more time because he's that special. It's messed up, man. And a lot of dudes don't understand female nature and they're thinking like, well, man, my girl ain't like that. Yes, your girl is like that. Every girl, every woman has that one dude that they will drop everything for. They will drop their kids. They will leave their job. They will quit their job. They will do whatever, break up with you, cheat on you just to have 5 minutes with him. And he's not a celebrity. He's just a run-of-the-mill guy. He's just a dude that's most likely just good in bed. Let me say this. When you're really good in bed and you're laying pipe, you can get away with a lot of stuff with women. When you can really please her in the bedroom, that'll wipe away a lot of, deficiencies that you might have. This is why the Pookie, Ray Ray, Tyrone, the Chad type of guys, those guys who are players, you're like, man, why you got all these women lined up and he banging all these chicks and I got a job, I got me a car, I got me in my own place and I got a degree. Well, I don't got women like that. It's because those dudes have sex appeal. Her ex-boyfriend, her baby daddy that she really wanted to be with, but he didn't want her. Those dudes are great in the bedroom. They turn these women on, they get them wet. I'm gonna be honest, guys, your degree, you being reliable, you having a means of transportation, you having a good 9-to-5 job, that doesn't get her wet. And a lot of guys, it's kind of frustrate you, but it's this truth. Notice how the dudes who usually get all the women, who have a lot of women lined up, they really don't have a good education, probably barely got through high school. They got maybe a 9-to-5, but they in and out of work kind of part-time. They asking to, use somebody else's car. They're using their girl car. They really don't have reliable transportation. They really don't have a savings. They're always lacking in a lot of different areas. But one area they don't lack in is that bedroom game, laying pipe, that swag, that confidence, that charisma. And that's where a lot of guys lack in. That good, stable 9-to-5 guy. Not all 9-to-5 guys lack, but most of them. Because they're so focused on, let me check off these boxes, then I'll get the relationship. That dude who a woman, desires, her ex-boyfriend, He's not thinking about checking off these boxes. He's thinking about, listen, I'm just having a good time. I'm having fun. So whatever comes about, and we can have a good time. And that's what a lot of women want. Remember, girls just want to have fun. So if you are able to just have fun with a woman and have a good time and don't judge her and try to lock her down, man, you can hit her back up whenever. Because she knows that he's a guy that I can have fun with. I don't have to really worry about maintaining this relationship or marriage and doing all these different things and being a wife and a mom and a girlfriend. I don't have to be that type of woman. I can let loose. I can go deal with this dude who basically puts me on a roller coaster range of emotions, and I'm having fun and I'm having crazy sex, and then I can go back to my boyfriend, the kind of boring, stable life. But hey, she gets the best of both worlds.